Not bragging, but you know my steez. I'm not from the era of R.I.P or PDC. You may not know me, but more I put the ton in Brixton for Rilla.
It's the 9th of September. We're here today. Me and the team. First thing first, before we start, just like to give a moment of silence for Elizabeth Queen Regina II. R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth, and long live the King. Cheers. Yeah. So yeah, we're in a new era now. Charles III, they said.
Charles III, yeah.
Charles III. He's gonna take over the throne. So they're gonna change the money and everything, I suppose, isn't it? Change the post box. It's gonna be CR now, not ER.
Yeah.
Yeah. The R is Regina.
Okay.
And when it's for a man, it's Rex.
Okay.
So the R stains, but the C for the initial changes. So it'll be CR on the post box now.
You know, she's been reigning for so long, I don't even know what it's going to be.
I know. We're just so used to her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm not going to lie, the other day, when I found out, I walked out my house, I was like hibernating in my house for like 2-3 days, just chilling out, just relaxing from doing so much hard work. Walked out my house, put the key in the car, drove through my gate. As I got out of the car, it said, Queen Elizabeth has died. Bruv, the tears just made me not even... I couldn't move. Do you know what I mean? And obviously some people have said to me, oh, why are you crying and that? But I'm saying, why I'm crying has nothing to do with you. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah. However I feel or whatever I felt about her is different from how you felt about her. And I had no ill will against her because since I've been living under her rule, I've been treated fairly. I done bad things, I got punished. I done good things and I've been rewarded. Simple. That's how I've seen this place where I live work. Do you get what I'm saying? And like I keep telling people all the time, like I even spoke to my friend today who's one of the hardest headed people I know. And I told him, where would you rather have been born? And with that, he kind of quietened down. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's the long and short of it all. Where would you rather be born? Because I've been around the world and I've seen how black people get treated in other countries.
Just people in general.
Yeah, they treat like even people. Even people.
Everything, you know? Not just
For one, like when I went to Morocco, you got old women begging for money for prescriptions. You see homeless people out here, but you don't see no one begging for to get a prescription. No. Prescriptions are free. If you ain't got no money.
Old homeless people.
Yeah, no, you don't really see that. Unless they're on drugs and that's what they wish to be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I have no malice against the Queen. You know, they talk about stuff like, they talk about, oh yeah, but she's a thief and she's a robber. But she didn't actually thief or rob anything. It wasn't even in her time when that was happening. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So what did she thief and rob? Do you know what I mean? So when people say things like that, again, they're not checking what they're saying. They're just going along with a narrative that's been put out there. 100%. Like if you check her history, she wasn't around when them things was going on. Do you know what I mean? So you can't blame her for what her forefathers done. Just like you can't blame a kid nowadays if his dad was a rapist. You're not gonna judge him for that, are you? So you're gonna judge why does she have different treatment? So like I said, and my friend said to me today also about kings and queens is all about energy, and the energy she's brought on this country has been positive. No matter what came before her, it's been positive. Do you know what I mean? Compared to the other kings and queens before her. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So R.I.P. to Queen Elizabeth. And been a very sad day. I didn't like the way Megan didn't come to the. She didn't come down.
Yeah.
No, just left Harry to come by himself, which I found very rude.
Yeah.
You know, like at the end of the day, my man's mum's died. Support your husband.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? You're talking about he's looking after the kids. Like, you can't get a babysitter. Come on. You know what I mean? Prince William and his wife came with the kids. Do you know what I mean? Why couldn't she come? Still carrying feelings, making it all about her.
Of course.
Yeah, I didn't like that. But yeah.
Even if it's like family, relatives.
Support your husband though. That's the main thing.
I don't pass that.
Yeah, exactly. She's died. She's died. Like, whatever's happened, it's gone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's been sad. They've cancelled quite a lot of stuff though. I don't know why they done that. They cancelled Clarissa Shields' boxing match,
You know, if it was,
which I was really looking forward to.
if it was back in the day, it would have been full shutdown. They can't
You
even
reckon?
shut it down how it's supposed to be.
You reckon?
Really, yeah. The Queen has died. It's supposed to be everything shut down,
No movement.
but they can't do that anymore. So it's,
I think they learned that about us from COVID.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not even worth. That was the research, innit? Right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She might even died earlier in the week, but they made sure they told you on the Thursday, so the weekend.
True. But yeah, I was looking forward to watching Clarissa Shields. So I big up Clarissa Shields, as a woman boxer. I weren't really into women's boxing before I saw her personality and her energy sold it to me.
Yeah.
And I was looking to go tomorrow, but that's been cancelled too. But it's going to be on, I think, the 15th of October.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be back. Yeah. So, what's the other thing that's happened recently?
Chris Kabba.
Is it Chris Kabba?
Yeah, the rapper from
Yeah,
6'7".
6'7".
Was killed by police.
Pardon me. Yeah, so there's been a lot of things happening with that.
No gun.
And at the end of the day, yeah, no gun was found, ins and outs. But at the same time, we don't know the full ins and outs of anything.
Yeah.
So for us to be able to pass judgment is a bit wrong. And come to our own conclusion is wrong. Because sometimes you don't hear anything. And sometimes the police ain't allowed to tell you everything
Legally.
because of protocol.
Yeah.
And court cases and da-da-da-da-da. So even though you've heard that he ain't had no gun, we don't know the full story. Do you know what I mean? So for us to pass judgment, I don't think it's right on anybody to pass any judgment and make up their mind of what happened or what didn't happen yet, because we don't know all the facts.
Definitely.
All we know, we've worked out, is that there wasn't no gun.
Yeah.
But we don't know anything else. So for me to even pass judgment on that, well, you know me, I don't ramp to pass a judgment. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm not going to really pass no judgment until I find out all the facts.
Definitely.
So we leave that as that. But
Something
what,
so sensitive as well.
yeah, something so tempting, because he's got his mum and his dad and his brothers and sisters and even his friends and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So I ain't got no place passing no judgment, like I've seen quite a few people doing, even if they think that they're pandering to the popular narrative, which is he had no gun, so and you know, sometimes some people just say these things because they think that's what the people want to hear.
That's it.
I've seen a lot of that. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go down that line because, like I said, I don't know all the facts, and sometimes you get to the court case and you hear something else, and you think, oh, do you get what I'm saying? So it's better no one don't say anything until all the facts are put in front of us, and then we can pass our judgment. But one thing I have noticed, I've noticed a lot of people have been like, even people's, obviously we know he was in 6'7", so that's a crew from up where I live, Brixton Hill. And then obviously they're beefing with some other guys down in Brixton, Angel Town. So as we know, they're beefing. So, and even not just Angel Town, even all around. So I've seen on Snapchat, bloody, you know, like people talking about, let's link up, let's ride out on the feds, bloody. I'm thinking to myself, bro, if you don't got that energy to ride out on them, like come together to ride out on them, why can't you just come together on a normal day? Why does it take one of us to get killed by police for us to feel like it's time for us to come together? Why isn't it time for, like, how many people have been killed senselessly in this war that ain't got no meaning or no end goal or nothing? It's just I see him stabbing point. What is it? Score point.
Even people that's innocent are getting.
Exactly. So even as an innocent person got killed, why didn't anyone think to themselves, oh, you know what? Enough is enough. Let's get together and let's stop all this bullshit. It takes for police. Do you get what I'm saying? They've seen it. When you play GTA, the police is the ops, also with your gang. And you don't play that game willingly. Do you get what I'm saying? So realistically, in this real world where we live in, if we have an opportunity to come together and stop warring with each other in our community, minus the police, forget the police, because you can't. What I was saying earlier is you can't war against the police. No. They're an establishment that's been established over 1,000 years ago. Your gang was probably made 3 years ago. Yeah. You have no training. You don't have enough bullets. You don't have enough guns. No. You don't have vehicles. You don't have anything. These police, they can take half of your crew, put them in a fucking place to chill out for 20, 30, 40 years. Yeah. And while them 20, 30, 40 years are going on, by the time they come back, their kids are transgenders. So you've already lost the war. The war's done. That's how easy it is. Wow. So even thinking that you're warring with them, you could just be falling into their trap for the next part of the plan that they've got. So it's not about warring together. It's about coming together, building together, so you can build for your use. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you start warring with these people, you're gonna make yourself targets. Either some of you are gonna get killed and some of you are gonna get put in jail. You can't win no war against these people. It's impossible. Because guess what they can do? They can call man from Birmingham, Manchester, Coventry. They can call all, our cultures will come down.
Yeah, like carnival.
Yeah, cultures will come down. And you ain't got manpower like that. So thinking you're going to war against them, it doesn't even make no sense. And even talking about it, you're just bringing unnecessary heat to yourself. For no reason. Because you think they ain't watching the social medias and think who's talking the toughest.
Serious.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's not worth talking like that. If you was going to do something, just do it. It's not worth talking about it online and all that shit. Just do it. So I just think it's kind of silly thinking, I'm going to war against the police. To me, it don't make no sense. What you just need to get that same energy where you think you're going to come together to ride out on the police, do it and start riding for the right reasons, like riding for your kids, riding for your mum, riding for your dad, riding for the future. Forget riding on the police. The police are relevant if you lot stick together. You lot make the police relevant by warring each other. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? That's what happens. That's the real of it. Because I know kids that can't walk down this road to that road, and we're talking about we're in Brixton. Brixton ain't even big, and you can't even go from A to B, but you're ready to link up now. It doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense at all. Even the boroughs closely as well. They're warring with each other. Now you want to link up with people in Brixton and all that to go and ride out. You just need to link up and just start having, like community functions, gatherings, stuff that's going to be positive, that's going to have a positive outlook so your kids can meet each other's kids. Have gatherings like that. Meet up for things like that. Meeting up for all this other stuff is just long. It's long. And I realise if you can do it for that, you can actually do it. This has proved you can do it. Because you're probably communicating now. Talking about where you're going to meet and blah-de, blah-de, blah-de. Do you know what I mean? And writing in Brixton, for all the people that are just thinking that they're going to write in Brixton because they want to gain something, because there's some people that are angry, but there's some people that are just broke and they're looking for opportunity. Do you get what I'm saying? There ain't nothing in Brixton to grab. I'll tell you that now. Do you get what I'm saying? What is it? JD's, phone shops. There ain't no money to make. So all the broke guys thinking that this is opportunity, because that's what the majority of the people are. There's a few people that are angry, like his close friends and stuff like that. Other people are opportunists.
Yeah, opportunists.
Do you know what I'm saying?
They're like even the last one with the whole Mark Duggan thing. There was I felt like the first couple of days was really people's real rage, and then I felt like the rest of it was just people trying to get what they could get because they heard their brethren got something. Exactly.
That there was a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on.
It wasn't from the heart.
No, it wasn't from the heart.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't from the heart. And where it was from the heart, that's why no one ever got nothing out of it. What was the result at the end of that? I ain't heard. People went in jail. Yeah. People went in jail. OFB probably got a bit more views. Yeah. And that's about it. Yeah. That's about it, nothing else. Yeah. No one gained from that, except for OFB probably.
Yeah, if anything.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But that's still not a gain because it's dad, isn't it? You know what I
mean? Yeah, but they're not gaining because it's not like they give back to their community, are they? Yeah. They're just rappers living their life. Exactly. Do you get what I'm saying? And probably still involved in what's going on. Exactly. No, they don't know any better. Yeah. They don't know any better. They don't know any better. You know what I mean? I don't even blame them. No. You know what I'm saying?
They're doing what they kind of would be doing as a young guy.
Oh, and didn't SJ, when did he go jail? After the riots. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So no one gained anything. even after that, no one learned anything, and he's been given life since.
Yeah.
So no one definitely didn't learn or gain anything out of that situation. And people talking about warring against the police. I had a situation where I had a problem. I never even had a problem with police. I just thought I didn't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
Within 2 minutes, I was arrested. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even if you bring that kind of energy or thing about to the police, yeah, however long it's ever took you to get arrested before, believe me, it will be quicker. Because you see when when you do serious things like that against them, yeah. So I've realised the bigger the case, the more intelligence gets tapped into. As in, if you get nicked for a theft, they can't really go into that level to find out there is, because that level is only privy to certain crimes. But what I've realised, when I shot at the police, in 2 minutes, they was onto me. Same thing what happened to Kabba. Yeah, I was in Fulham High Street, made a phone call to my friend. Yeah, I was because obviously I threw the Uzi out the window.
Yeah.
And I never had no strap on me.
Yeah.
So I was ordering another one. Do you get what I'm saying? And I was standing in the corner waiting in Fulham, waiting for my next one to come. And then the guy phoned me, he said, yeah, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Yeah? As I done that, woo, got in the car, drove around. No, the guy told me where to go. So I got in the car, went to drive. Before you know it, boom. Golf went boom into me. Boom, and then you heard pap, pap, pap. You know, they shot at the tires.
Yeah.
Then before you know it, I was on the floor. I was getting kicked in my face. I had MP5s in my face. I had a fake passport on me, so you know how it goes. I'm playing it all the way to the end.
Yeah, of course.
He said, yeah. He said, yeah, that's him. That's Quincy Thwaites. I said, no, it's not. My name's Barry Cross. I said, ask him. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, that's Barry Cross. That's not, because that's what my passport said, Barry Cross. I said, that's not Barry Cross. And I was saying, where's this Quincy guy? And they was confused, you get me? And then this fat guy came with a suit. You know, the head of Trident. Yeah. Is him. That's Quincy Thwaites right there. Right. I was like, the game's over, mate. The game's over. I've been had. I said, don't worry about that passport. That passport fake. That's him there. I said, wow, look at that. The big fat controller, boy. He was serious. I remember him. Short little fat guy with a suit. Wow. I said, that's Quincy Thwaites there. I said, okay, mate, sweet. I thought I might be able to get out of this. Yeah. You know, for a hot minute. A couple steps away. I'd have been gone. I had a flight booked to Malta and everything. Oh. Yeah, I booked my flight to Malta and everything, boy. $2,000 I paid. That's the most expensivest flight to Malta. You know, it ain't $2,000 to Malta. But when I was in the estate agent, they said $2,000. I said, yeah. Just get me out of here. Just get me out. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm just showing you that when it comes to crimes like that against them, you will be nicked, and you'll be nicked quick. Do you get what I'm saying? And even if you won't get nicked, you see the way they come for your friend, who you thought was a gangster. Yeah. See the way they come for him. He's snitching, 100%. Because I know man around me snitched, 100%. The way they got dragged off the road, 100%. 100%, bro. 100%. I don't even need to say no names. This is what it is. I don't even hold it against them, innit?
Yeah, of course.
You man ain't built like me, innit? So, yeah, they will snitch because they come for you different. Do you know what I'm saying? They come for you different, bro. Can you imagine they come for you for shooting at police?
Come on.
It's not nice. No, there's no.
Proving the point as well.
Yeah. And remember, they're coming for you like the way you would come for a man if you're coming for your op who lit down your brethren.
Of course.
That's how they're coming for you. Are we right there?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. It's like that. So remember, they got the same energy, that same energy. You know, you're coming to come for a guy who tried to lick down your brethren. Yeah. It's that same energy they're coming for you with. You get me?
Of course.
Yeah. And they're really armed and dangerous. They're not coming with two teeth in their thing.
Oh, of course.
Do you get what I'm saying? They're coming fully loaded.
And then whatever,
throw gas in your house and all them things. They feel.
When the area's got a bad name as well, they come even harder.
Even harder, bruv. Even harder. So, I wouldn't advise you, as a man that's done that kind of things to the boy them. I wouldn't advise you to go on war with the boy them.
Yeah, because this time's gonna be different to the
No, yeah, forget Forget your elders and that. You probably ain't even done anything. I'm telling you, don't war with them man. They're like that on that level. Just for don't. I've seen it. I've seen the way they come.
Yeah.
You seen the way they came for Kabba? That's the same way they came for me.
Wow.
The same way they came for me, but them shots went into the wheels. That was the only difference. And obviously they shot one shot at Kabba, innit? It's only one shot that killed him. There's one shot got lit off and it killed him. On my thing, around 3-4 shots got lit off, but it was all in the tires. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know what they used, but you heard the shots went pap pap pap, and the car doesn't and stopped moving. Jermaine Abbott was driving. Rest in peace. Who else is in the car with me? It was just me and Jermaine. Me and Jermaine Abbott. Yeah, me and Jermaine Abbott, man.
Crazy.
That's
why people should listen to what you're saying, because the experience.
Yeah, I know it.
It's not no.
You can't war with these guys. They're not the people you to war with. When you're running around having two little bubble war with the man them down there in that estate, that's not really war.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Warring with them, yeah. When they got an army, man ain't got no army, bro. Some of you can't even come off your estate. How you gonna war with a man that's patrolling the whole ends? You see when they put their sirens on, people move out the way. You can't war with these people. Forget about it.
Now you said it's an established gang.
Yeah, it's established, but for over 1,000 years they've been established. And even if it weren't called the police, it was called something else.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Even in the Romans, they had the Caesar had his unit that protected him and put out his laws. That's the police. That's the police now. Nothing's changed. Same order. We're out here fulfilling the government's wishes and the government's rules. And nothing ain't gonna change. You, man, running around the hood organised ain't gonna change anything. So thinking about warring them is not, it's not gonna, all you just need to do is use that same energy and come together. And you move mountains.
Thanks.
Do you get what I'm saying? You've definitely changed your kid's life. Do you get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you, warring with each other right now, for me, if you ready to come together because of what the police done, but you're not ready to come together on a normal level, you don't love your kids. You can't, because you're not giving them a chance. Because what you're doing already is you're setting it up for them to be warring with each other.
Yeah.
You're already setting it up, staying on that lane.
Because you don't think that, and then, but like I say, people like ourselves have lived long enough.
Look at Bloods and Crips.
Yeah.
Their kids are warring because their dad was an OG Crip.
100%.
And my man killed his OG, and now I'm still revenging.
Yeah, certain beefs that's from 15 years ago. Still
Exactly,
happening,
bro.
and you don't even know.
Because you set your kids up. You set your kids up to fail.
Fact.
And then you're sitting in jail, and they're coming to visit you, and you've read a few books now, and you're a bit smarter, and you're telling them, please man, don't go down that road. Why the fuck are you left me out here in the fucking trenches? Fuck, what you expect me to do? You know that peer pressure and all this shit? Yeah. I ain't got no money, you ain't left me with nothing. I can't even move. I'm stuck where you left me, with the options that you left me. But now you've read a few books, you think that you're smart and you're educated, and now I must listen to you that cannot help me from behind the bars. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what you're living with. So before it gets to that, like I said, I'm going to say it again. If you lot can come together because a policeman licked down a youth from the community that you probably hated before, you can come together for it. You lot can forget all about everything that's gone in the past and move together. Because if you're going to do it for that, you can do it for your kids. Because that's what we're fighting for right now. Because if you don't stay here and take control of it, they will. Do you know what I'm saying? They're going to go through the same thing you went through, but even worse. Yes. Do you get what I'm saying? And even all that, I can't talk about Brooks. Well, I can talk about Brooks, but I can't talk about the other areas. But what I can say is, most of those guys from the other areas, they're top boys. I've been in jail with them. Yeah, and when we were in jail and we're talking about having a protest, these guys are the first ones to fucking go back in their cell. You know them top boys from the other areas. I don't even need to call no names. And they leave us outside and make us look like we're the bad guys. And we're the ones that get bent up and move prison and rare. But we sat down together and we said, yeah, we're going to have a protest. We're not banging up. And they're the first ones to go back, sneak back in their cell.
They're manipulation.
Exactly, bro.
They manipulate people.
When they see that it's not working out, they run to their cells, bro.
You know what I mean?
And leave man out on the landing And if there's 3 left, then the screws get confident and come in and just swoop you lot up. That's what happens. You know, like we sit down. Mac, you listening? We sit down and we say, yeah, tonight association, we're not banging up because we're not happy about what happened to my man.
Yeah.
Just say, yeah, my man got killed on the wing. We're not banging up. Fuck that, we're staying out. And we're all sitting down. And before you know it, you can hear a couple of doors closing. You're thinking, well, yeah. And then you see, it's like a domino effect. See, once couple doors closed, man think, rah. Yeah, hey you man, tomorrow, you know. The man's still out there, staunch, standing like this. I'm looking at the couple man, and a couple staunch men that's left, and they're looking at me like, bro, what we doing? What do you mean, what we doing? Why are you looking at me? I'm not the president. Man's looking at me like we said this was a mutual agreement, and that man's looking at me like I'm the president. Motherfuckers, so don't follow them olders. Don't follow them. Trust me, don't follow them. They're the first mans to cut out. Trust me. Don't follow them. Don't follow nothing what they say, because they're not going out there. They're not. So what I'm saying is, you lot need to come together and squash whatever you need to squash through and start building in the community. Right. That's the only way I see everything moving forward. Warring with the police is like it's like a diversion to what you really could be doing. Yeah. Because if you war with the police, believe me, the war you're gonna have after that is just gonna break the community for whenever 20 years.
Just make new laws in that.
Yeah, exactly. And them laws might not affect you because guess what? You might be in jail, you might be dead. Yeah, so them laws don't affect you, they'll just affect your kids. 100%. So if you're just gonna set up your kids to fail. That's how you got to look at it. The actions you take now will set up your kids to fail if you make the wrong moves. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you make the right moves, like coming together, you set them up properly. Do you get what I'm saying? Because then we can talk to each other and we can see we need this and we need that and we need that. We need a youth to go over there and we can, my man can help my man. You lot might not have the resources to help your son do that, but that side does. Yeah. And we put them together and then they do that and they do that and everything starts popping off. Yeah. And within 10 years, everything's patterned up. That's the way forward. So I would rather everyone use this opportunity as a platform to realize that we can work together. It's all in our head, all that beef thing and woo, I'm not talking to my man. Woo. You can work together. It's something that's stuck in your head. Do you get what I'm saying? Because also, again, I'll give you another example. If we're all in prison and we're beefing and we get moved to a racist prison, we are coming together to protect each other from the racist man them. It's the same thing. I've seen it over and over again. Everyone's always looking for an enemy. Fuck an enemy. We don't need no enemies no more. We had enemies all our life. Everyone's always looking for an enemy, and if it's not them, it's each other.
You're getting into there, bro. Do
you understand what I'm saying, bro? We're always looking for an enemy. We don't need to have enemies. We've been fighting 100 years of enemies. We just need to forget the enemy and just come together and just forget the enemies, because the enemies, they can just watch us work together and love each other and see us building. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
You become your own enemy when you when you entertain enemies.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, because when I was in Brixton before, when I was younger, the enemies didn't come from Brixton or the surrounding areas. Do you get what I'm saying? All the surrounding areas was part of Brixton.
The unit. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. They had to come from over there or over there or over there. And those guys weren't even allowed in the area. None of them came to the area for nothing. You get what I'm saying, bro? We went to everyone else's area because of the force that we had from all the surrounding areas and Brixton. Our force was too big. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But now, it's like, and I've realised that the enemies now, what they do is, they help keep all of these areas around us segregated, divided, because it helps them. Divide and conquer. Yeah, it don't help Brixton no more. They rather Brixton segregated, and then when you're in Brixton as well, you get segregated from the outside areas, and then also we have you having internal beef.
So you never know the power that you come from.
Never. You never know it, but they know it.
They know it.
And that's why they fund this op. Yeah. Your op over there, and they fund your op over there. And do you get what I'm saying? That's what they do. Do you get what I'm saying? So you'll never ever feel the power of where you come from. Or feel the power of your legacy, or whatever you want to call it. It's like Game of Thrones.
There's something there.
Of course there's something there, man.
Like, they don't want you to understand, like...
No, they don't want you to understand what it means. It means everything.
You know?
Do Do you know what I'm saying? Think about it. When you go to any other country, the first thing they tell you is about Brixton.
Yeah.
But Brixton ain't worth nothing if you lot are fighting each other. It's worth nothing. In fact, other man's gaining from you lot fighting each other. And that's the real of it. Do you know what I'm saying?
And they're just gentrifying while man's fighting.
Yeah, while you lot are fighting. Exactly. That's the best time to gentrify. Because you lot are focused on some next beef. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Fight us for your
Yeah,
ends.
and imagine that maybe if you wasn't fighting, maybe they couldn't have gentrified so easy. That's all another thing. But I'm not gonna cry about gentrification because we can use gentrification for our own good, but only if we come together and start moving forward.
Then we can access it.
We can access it because at the end of the day, New Brixton, that's about paper. It's about money. Do you know what I'm saying? And lots of us are talented enough, yeah, and savvy enough, and got skills enough to tap into this New Brixton. But while we're fighting each other, we're not tapping into anything.
No.
We're tapping into the old Brixton. You know what I'm saying? Tapping into the old Brixton.
Tapping into jail, bro.
Tapping into jail, tapping into death.
Yeah.
It's nonsense.
And it's
nonsense.
It's a special place.
Exactly.
It needs to be acknowledged, you know.
You got man from out of town who never had no energy standing up with the man in Brixton and going like they're gangsters because they're standing up with the man from Brixton.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Right.
And they're only doing it because they're frowning them with the other man from the other side of Brixton who they don't like. It's nonsense. Nonsense.
No, but
It's
nonsense.
nonsense.
Like you, bro, to talk, man.
No, they need to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm going to save anyone, but they need to hear it. They need to know what's possible.
You are going to save people.
Yeah, they need to know what's possible. Because I've seen
If you
it.
don't want to be saved, then that's the only way to
Yeah, I've
save
seen
you.
it.
You know what I'm saying? If
I've seen it.
Someone that's from experience telling you something, you don't listen. That's up to you, bro.
I've been in jail with the best of them, north, east, south, and west. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's only a few stand-up guys.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Most of the guys that are making up noise nowadays online and all that and hating and probably have nothing good to say about me to their youngers, they're wankers. Do you know what I'm saying? Wankers.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? So think about that. Next time you think, why did my man? Yeah, my man said my man. I don't like my man. I ain't done nothing to none of them. I ain't done nothing to them. I was just being me.
No, you just shut down the fake image that they
Yeah, but you know the thing about it, in where we was, you weren't allowed to show. You couldn't express no side of your fake personality.
Yeah.
It's only out here you're showing that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because like remember Tony Montana said, you're good at hiding.
yeah.
You're good at hiding.
Yeah.
Me, I don't have that problem.
Wow.
You remember? Remember he said that? Do you remember he said that? Yeah. What did he say? It's in the restaurant, isn't it?
Yeah. Me, I don't have that problem.
Me, I don't have that problem.
Don't point your fingers.
You know, point your finger and say, that's the bad guy. This is the last time you're gonna see that motherfucking bad guy. That's what he said, you know. That was a good quote, you know. That was deep.
100%. If people didn't look looking for
No,
the
they
fight,
didn't.
no one wants to see the shot in and then the end.
And that's why I watched Scarface when I was young and I watched it when I was older, and it was two different films.
Oh, facts.
Because I listened to it before I was just watching the action.
Yeah, yeah.
I was all forward in it.
Yeah.
Too much talking, man.
There's certain cartoons you from back in the day, you watch that, like Simpsons or something.
Yeah.
You're like, right, I didn't even clock that message, you know?
Too much talking.
Yeah. It's true, man. You see things differently with a different eye, innit? What would you say? What do you think? What do you think it's gonna be like since the Queen has died? And like, I feel like right now the energy is just crazy. That's how I feel. Like the Queen's died, they've got this thing over people's heads.
I've heard a voice note. There was some other phone. They were saying that certain things are going to be closed and they're worried that there's going to be anarchy now that the Queen's died. Total anarchy. And I'm thinking, total anarchy. Sometimes they think if there's total anarchy, maybe we need to control the anarchy, as in we need to start the anarchy and then be able to control it.
Wow.
So if you think about that, boy got shot. Where do we need him to get shot? In Brixton? No. Should I get the voice note?
No, but it's.
Should I get the voice note? It's just there.
Yeah, go through.
Okay.
I don't want it to be on you. So where do you think things are gonna go now? You know what I'm saying? You got the house. Not things are gonna go, but you got Queen's passed away. You've got this situation with the black man being killed, no gunfire.
I just know that it's the end of an era.
Yeah.
That's what I do know.
That's how I feel.
It's the end of an era. It's the end of an era.
Big end of an era, innit?
Do you know what I mean? Do I prefer cryptocurrency or Charles on the money? That still ain't decided yet. I still ain't decided yet.
It's true.
That still ain't decided yet. Do you know what I mean? Elizabeth meant a lot. You know, people made songs about her.
Yeah, no.
Talking about Lizzie, Elizabeth, Lizzie.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? What are you going to talk about Charlie now?
Literally.
Hmm?
It's a whole new
Make
thing.
Charlie from the Charlie. Hey, listen, anyone out here saying that, you know, make sure I get my money, you know. We're making Charlie from the Charlie. Hey, I bet that is the most used verse bar whole of this year right now. We're getting Charlie from Charlie. Big up my boy Quincy. Make sure you put Quincy on the end of that, you know. You can have it. What else has been going on?
I think we should, out of respect, don't go. I think it's a good.
Stay right here.
You leave, yeah. We don't need to go. There's nothing else that's been going on that's bigger than those two.
Cool. So what do you say? Wrap it up next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't done.
No, you ain't done.
No, I ain't done.
That episode.
Yeah, that episode. So we can just put that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right then. Cool. It's QBE. It's me and the team.
Come on.
Mackage, Jago.
Let's go.
Mr. Trader of the Year. I want my money back. Alright, cool. Yeah. Next time.
I said, who can it be? It's cause of the law. Take him to the tower, take his head off. All for pissing me